Hi, Joseph McKellar here and Jamie Sullivan. We are so happy to do this recording for you, Dr. McKenna, and class. And we're especially grateful for Linda in helping us film. So we're Lab Group A. So we were assigned to work with Don. He is a 7-year-old boy with Asperger's, and he's in the 1st grade. He participates in OT for fine motor coordination of management of classroom materials. He has issues with orientation of objects. He's okay connecting objects together, but has difficulty, he can pull them apart, but has difficulty pushing them together or putting them together in the right fashion. And he has a difficult time with motor procedures for connecting or sequencing his motor skills. He has bilateral coordination issues, balance and postural control issues. For example, he needs physical assistance when performing activities such as running, kicking, throwing, climbing. He often requires someone holding his hand for these activities. He has issues with motor coordination as far as writing, and he, like I said before, he has a problem with orientation, so when he's writing his letters, he'll flip them backwards. He has a tendency to start writing from the bottom up and from the right to the left. And for his educational task goal, it is that he'll be able to legibly write words from a spelling list and use the correct directionality of his hand motions when writing. So he'll be able to use left to right and top to down by the end of the school year. So I'm going to play Don, and we'll have Jamie be the therapist.
All right, so the first activity we're going to do is more of a gross motor activity. Because of his dyspraxia, he has issues with motor planning. So it's going to help with motor planning as well as his letter orientation. And it says he's tactile seeking, and he likes the feel of sand running through his fingers, so we wanted to incorporate that. So Don, I'm going to have you go ahead and sit on the scooter board. And what you're going to do is dig through the sand to find one letter at a time. When you grab a letter, okay, you're going to make your way through the obstacle course to the paper at the end. And then place the letter in the appropriate place and position. And we're having him spell out a word that incorporates, that incorporates a lot of letters that he tends to reverse. Scoot back to the box of sand and pick out one more letter.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do that until he finishes the word. We have him write Spider-Man. So the next thing we're going to do is also a gross motor, but it's going to work on his issues with orientation. So we have a cup right here with some papers in it, and it's got little pictures of owls, and it has them doing an action based on like the orientation to a certain object. So Don, I'm going to have you pull out a piece of paper, and I want you to copy what the owl is doing using the chair.
Okay.
So the card says, what does the card say?
In front.
Okay, good. Let's try another one.
Okay, this one's behind. Between. That was good. This one says on the side of.
Next to. Okay. Good.
Around. So I just walk around it?
Okay. right, what's up? 2 more.
Under. This is good?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, okay, that's
Are you okay?
difficult. Yeah, I'm okay.
Got you a picture. Last one.
Fine.
Good, all right. So that was help with his body or his orientation issues. Okay, the next one we're gonna do is going towards more of his fine motor. And because he likes to reverse his letters, we picked the letters that are commonly reversed. So we got P, D, Q, and B. And he likes the feel of bumpy texture, so we wanted to include that. So what we're gonna have him do is make, we have an example here, he's gonna make each of these letters out of the foam first. So Don, if you can go ahead and make, what letter is that?
D.
Okay, if you can go ahead and make that out of the foam.
Like this?
Yep, you're gonna place it on top of it. And then we'd have him do that with each letter, but to save time, we already have these made. We can go quicker. And then after he does that, we have a piece of paper here with all these letters on it in different shapes, sizes, and colors. And he's gonna go ahead to work on fine motor skills a little bit more. Something he'll use in the classroom is cutting. So we're gonna have him cut out each letter one at a time and place it under the appropriate letter. So what letter is that?
B.
Okay, go and place it under the B. Good. What is
A
it?
D.
Good.
So it's P.
Mm-hmm. So P. Good. And we'd have him go through the whole worksheet, but do you want to see?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the next activity is going to also work on his fine motor skills. And he has the tendency, I said before, to write from bottom to top and right to left, so we wanted to work on that. So we've got cards here with the letters that he tends to reverse, and we have a star at where he needs to start, so he knows to start from the top and follow the arrows in the appropriate direction. So Dawn, what I'm going to have you do is take this highlighter, and I want you to start at the star and follow the arrow down and trace the letter for me. And he does use an interdigital race grasp, but it's functional, so we're not going to work on that at this time.
This way, this way.
Mm-hmm. At the start? Good. Now I'm going to have you write that same letter, using that as an example, on this piece of paper.
So stars.
Start at the star. Yep, follow the arrow. Okay, now find number 2. Start at the star. Okay, and to make this a little more fun, we got a cool trick here. So if you want to push that button down and follow the letter, it's going to glow for you.
Huh. Oh.
Pretty cool.
Cool.
So we're going to have you go ahead and do that again with another letter. So I'm going to do the same thing with the letter H. So start at,
Okay.
Yep, start number 1 at the star. Follow the arrow down.
All the way.
All the way down. And then start number 2. And follow the arrow. Good. Now go ahead and do that. Start number 1.
All the way down.
Good. And you can go ahead and use that again. Cool. Okay. And we have him do that with all the letters that he tends to reverse or start from the bottom to the top. All right, the last thing we are going to do, because his goal, let's see there. The last part of his goal was to be able to write his spelling words with the letters in the appropriate orientation and direction. So what we're going to have him do is draw a picture in the blank spot of his choice. You can draw whatever he wants. and then write a couple words on the marked lines describing the picture. Just 1 or 2 words, I want you to try and stay inside the lines when you write it, okay? So go ahead and take some time to draw a picture of whatever you want. It's okay.
Looks like a squirrel, but it's a dog.
Looks like a dog to me.
All right.
All right, now I'm going to have you write a couple of words, trying to stay inside these lines to describe your picture. So make sure you start at the top of the line and work your way down. And if they need help with orientation, you can always have like a little letter alphabet on top so they can have references to look at to help them with the size and the shape and orientation of the letters. Start at the top of the line. Good. All right, and that would be the end of our session.